Cancer. Hi, Cancer. Welcome to your weekly reading that is also timeless. Water Wednesdays, my friends. Here, enjoy some delicious Palo Santo smoke. It's a sweet smell. I really like it. I'm just lighting that up to make sure that our energy is clear and that we're all in a happy mood. How you doing, Cancer? Hope everything's good. We're going to take 3 cards of general energy for you using the Rider Classic, Rider-Waite-Smith. You know, the borderless one. It's cool. We like it. And then we'll clarify with Hermetic Tarot, and then get 3 cards of potential outcome from the Rider once more. So we are riding a little dad humor for you there with the classics today. Yes, indeed. Classics. We're riding with the classics. All right, let's go. I don't... Sorry, Cancer. I get a little awkward around you guys. Well, I don't know. Why is that? I don't know. Why could that be? All right, Cancers. All right. Here we go. I'm going to cut the deck and we'll get into it. Without any further ado, what does Cancer need to know about the vibes? What do you need to know about the vibes? I don't know what that even means. Justice. We're starting with Justice. Got me all flustered. We got the 4 of Swords. Okay. And we have the 10 of Cups. Wow. All right. The underlying energy here, Cancer, is the 2 of Cups. So we've got some cup energy going on here. We've got some relationship energy going on here. Looks like our theme might be revolving around romance, perhaps. Could be friendships too, or family, but really more, it feels more like romance to me. So your setback in the past is being corrected. It's your justice is going to be served in your favor for whatever setbacks you had in the past with relationships. It's like your prayers are being answered. Your prayers were heard. The pain you went through was felt and understood, and something new is coming. In other words, think of it this way: this card is like rest and recovery after a setback or a heartbreak, something like that. You've done the work that you needed to do to process that loss, and it's bringing about a balance in your circumstances that is setting you up to step into this energy of the 10 of Cups. This happy, beautiful energy. Cancers. I love that. You know that. I have a real soft spot for each and every one of you. The ones that I'm aware of anyway. Hi, Cancers. I hope everybody's doing all right. Like I said, I do love you guys. So let's get some clarification. Start with Justice. What does Cancer need to know about this Justice card? What does Cancer need to know about this Justice card? Hi, friends. Okay, well, the Lovers. How about that? Children of the Voice Divine. The Lovers. This is Gemini energy. It's also Lovers, of course. Soulmate kind of thing. You never know. You never know. Or do you? You might. Maybe you do. Maybe you got your eye on somebody already. I'm not sure. That said, I'm going to say nothing. I'm going to pull 2 more cards and then we'll talk. Sometimes I just need to know when to shut up. We have the Universe. This is the World card. This is the end of a major arcana cycle. Like I said, you've gone through a major change. With that 4 of Swords, this is the end of a cycle, which is the beginning of a new cycle. Okay? And we have the Queen of Cups. There you are, Cancer. Queen of the Thrones of the Waters. Yeah, here you are. Okay, Cancer. Underlying energy. Sorry for... I'm happy for you. This is going really well so far. 10 of Cups is underlying the energy. This is that happiness, that true, beautiful, emotional contentment, that happiness, that joy. For you, Cancer, as the Queen of Cups, your nurturing energy is just profound. You guys are so sweet. And you deserve this, okay? This cycle that you're closing out is opening a door for your soulmate to come in, Cancer. I don't think I need to say more. That's what they're saying. So I love that, you know. And by the way, Cancer, a fun story, because I'm all over the map here with you again. I thought that my clunkiness around you was because I usually start my Water Wednesdays with your reading first, and I've kind of been under the impression that maybe the first reading is clunky because I'm shaking the rust off or something, you know, for the day or just getting started. And you know, I was telling my girlfriend about that, and she's like, "Well, why don't you just don't do them first?" I said, "Okay." So today I didn't. I did Pisces first, and I spoke eloquently, beautifully, lovely. You know, just fine. Now I get to you guys as my second video, and I'm fumbling over my words and being weird because I like you, Cancer. You guys, you make me awkward. Okay. Let's clarify the 4 cups for you. How about that? Let's get into the 4 cups. Or, excuse me, I just said 4 cups. The 4 of Swords. Pardon me. See what I mean? I'm awkward around you. Regarding the 4 of Swords, we have the Emperor, Son of the Morning. I spoke to your prayers being answered, as you recall earlier, regarding this 4 of Swords, as well as some of the inner work. Some of you have called in this Emperor. This is Aries. This is a fire sign. Take that as it resonates. I don't know. Generally speaking, though, this is an individual that embodies the energy of all 4 kings. This is a very mature, masculine energy. And it's not about gender, so take it as it resonates. Whatever you're into, right? This could be your counterpart that we're speaking about. Also, this could be an energy that you're embodying, Cancer. It's a little bit of, it's a pretty drastic polarity, I would say, to the Cancerian energy generally being kind of more of that Queen of Cups vibe. This is a person that manifests what they want and really won't stop short of it. It's very much lacking water in a sense. That said, it does embody the energy of all 4 kings, so we have the King of Cups involved in this energy as well. So that may be an energy that you're embodying right now. It could be somebody you're calling in. We have the King of Cups. What was I just talking about, right? The King of Cups. So this is your counterpart. Queen of Cups, King of Cups. And we have the 2 of Wands. Yes, Lord of Dominion. The 2 of Wands normally speaks to a clear portal, like as an individual. It's like you have the lock and the key and you're about to step through a door because you know where you're going. You're going to really be putting your energy towards a clear direction. I'm almost seeing this in this case. My intuition is like, this is like an Ace of Wands for each of you. In other words, you are inspiring each other in a big, big, big way. Amongst other things, right? Take it as it resonates, but you get it. You guys are inspired by each other and you're inspiring each other. It's just beautiful, beautiful energy. Now, we have the 2 of Swords on the bottom of the deck. Lord of Peace restored. Lord of Peace restored. I'm going to interpret this card in the more literal sense of what the card actually says. The Hermetic Tarot is a little different than Rider and some of the more traditional, so I'm going to yield to it. Lord of Peace restored. I think this basically just kind of saying like the impasses that you've suffered in the past, these 2 swords, right? The impasses that you've had in the past have been resolved in a very significant way. It's allowed you to move forward because you've had some clarity of mind, and you know, through the process of meditating and prayer and the healing that you've done, you've recognized certain principles about your communication and your hang-ups, and you've found a creative way around. It's letting peace into your life again, and not only peace into your life, but also all of this beautiful energy that's coming with it. This counterpart is a significant person in your life, very significant person in your life that is going to help you find a balance of peacefulness, really. So we love that. Wow, Cancer. Wow, Cancer. Okay. What does Cancer need to know about the Ten of Cups? Excuse me. What does Cancer need to know about the Ten of Cups? Yeah, Ten of Cups is a little more pleasant than the Ten of Swords, just by a little. Okay. We're starting it off with the Four of Pentacles. Lord of Earthly Power. Lord of Earthly Power. You could think of it as like the four elements. In this case, I'm thinking, kind of your earth, your water, your fire, and your air. Your passion, your communication, your emotional states, and your practicality are all sort of enmeshed in a very strong foundation. Fours are generally speaking to foundations and things of that nature. So yes, am I bending the rules a little on that card? Maybe a little. Lord of Earthly Power. You need all of those things to be in balance in order to have practical, stable foundations on Earth. You need harmony and balance in order to have a stable foundation on this planet. Okay, you really do. If it's out of balance, you may have growth, like say somebody's totally fiery and they're go-getters and they grow this big business, but then they're at the cost of all their relationships, right? It may be a temporary gain. It may be out of balance gain that's going to ultimately lead to a feeling of a deficit, right? So there's a call to balance about all this. Yep, that's it. I'm gonna pull two more cards for you, Cancer. That is interesting, though, speaking to that balance, because the Pisces reading had something to say about partnerships as well. It seems to be a bit of a theme here of love today, and I spoke to that same idea of like being so enmeshed in a new relationship that some of your typical passions are kind of left by the wayside, or your disciplines, perhaps. When you first start a new relationship, it can be so overwhelming that certain things kind of fall off. All right. We've got the Princess of Cups. Princess of the Palace of the Floods. The Princess of Cups, aka the Page of Cups, is a manifester. Is a manifester. So this is something that is on your mind. This is something you're dreaming about. This is something you've been praying about, like I said. If it were already here, I think you might not even be watching this reading at that point, right? I mean, most people don't watch tarot when they're like super stoked on life, generally. So usually there's something we're looking for, right? Or you're watching it for educational purposes. By all means, I hope I'm being helpful. But we've got a manifester here. This is you. And this is also a call to keep the manifestation light. Keep it fun. Keep it fluffy. See the good in all things. Keep it fun, keep it fluffy. Fun and fluffy. Okay, moving on. Ace of Swords. Lord of the Root of the Powers of the Air. Let me slow down a little bit. Lord of the Root of the Powers of the Air, Cancer. Truth revealed, a communication revealing truth. The manifestation, as you've kind of had balance. You've had a balanced energy in your manifestation that you've been focused on and bringing in, and communication is coming in. Truth is being revealed. Clear communication is coming in for you, Cancer. So I would expect that if this is your reading and this is resonating with you, you may hear from a person at some point in the relatively near future with maybe a bit of a confession. Man, how they feel. Maybe about how they feel. Maybe. We have the Princess of Swords on the bottom. Princess of the Rushing Winds. That's the Page of Swords. This is protective. The Page of Swords is protective, kind of a self-preservation, a guarding of an energy, but it's also a messenger. The pages are messengers. According to the Hermetic guidebook, the princess has the power to awaken the king. Okay, so I think what's going on here is this is, again, speaking to the space of communication and ideas and things like that, and the mental state. I think the mental state might be a little bit protective because there has been wounding in the past. You guys love hard and you get hurt. We know this. But something is coming in that's very significant, and I think you'll need to. You're going to be a little bit potentially defensive about it, about making a decision and opening up to somebody. It's also, I think it's just a call to be discerning. But this, like I said, this is a messenger, and so the messenger here is bringing a message that is clear and true, and is going to be kind of an aha moment. So be prepared for something to come in. Okay, take that as it resonates, Cancer. All right, yeah, right. Two of Cups. We remember. Let's get the potential outcome for you, Cancer. This is wonderful, wonderful energy here. This is a potential outcome. It's also I would call it maybe the three cards at top are almost like potential also for how different courses of action you could take, okay? So potential outcome / what energies might you be embodying in the situation? Because we have the ability to go with these energies or resist these energies, or to be stagnant and impartial, and stagnancy oftentimes will lead to nothing. Stagnancy will lead to a whole lot of nothing usually. So there may be a point where you're going to have to get off the couch, so to speak, and step out in some way. But Cancer, I don't know. That's a general piece of advice. I don't know if that was from Spirit or if that's just me blabbering on to you. So let's get into it right now. 3 cards of potential outcome for you, Cancer. Like I said, I like talking to you guys. You're some of my favorites. 2 of Wands. Yeah, something you know, like you know what it is that you want in this situation for sure. We have the 9 of Cups. This is a card of being very satisfied with your own emotional state. This is a card of profound happiness as well, like the 10 of Cups, but this is one of an individual. Not so much. The 10 of Cups has got the couple there. There's a couple and some children. You know, it's like more familial energy. This is an energy that's more single. I think the key here is just that you have to find that self-love in order to obtain the love externally. Okay, self-love is absolutely critical. We have the 5 of Wands here, energy of conflict, but this is passions. Bear in mind, the Wands are cards of passion, and so this is a scattered energy. In other words, you may be slightly unfocused in the mind, and so I think you have some options here. You have, this energy is a clearly aligned energy where you have in mind exactly what it is you want and what you want to do, and you're getting prepared to envision where that may take you. You're envisioning where this passionate idea will take you. It's it alludes to the idea of travel. You can see they're holding a globe in their hand there, the world in their hand. The world's in the palm of your hands right now. You're at a big crossroads, Cancer, and you have opportunities, but you're definitely taking stock of like what it is I need to do in order to obtain my manifestation. And the 9 of Cups is, again, a card of self-satisfaction and happiness. This feeling of knowing what it is you want and kind of understanding how you're going to get there is very empowering, and you're going to start to cultivate a great deal of self-love and self-respect and just happiness and harmony within. You know, bliss and harmony within yourself, which is absolutely key to your manifestation, by the way, Cancer, like I said a minute ago. Now, conversely, you've got the scattered energy. This scattered energy is juxtaposed to this 9 of Cups. So you kind of have a key to this happiness, and you've got this saying, or you could stay this way, or you could stay this way, or you could enter into this state. There's maybe a pitfall of getting scattered if you're overemphasizing all of this good news that I just told you, that, you know, Mr. Right may be coming along, or so-and-so, right, whatever they are, is coming in, and you might get real excited. You got to be careful to not forget your own personal peace. The 7 of Wands underlies the deck at this moment, and that is again, kind of a defensive energy. You can see the guy's getting ready to defend himself. not taking action, though. This is not a card of action. Sevens are cards of contemplation and reflection. So this is just suggesting that you are in a defensive energy, a little bit braced. You're kind of bracing for some kind of conflict. You're bracing for some kind of conflict. But the truth of the matter is, your conflict is going to be largely internal. And so it's also a call to bravery and valor. In the Hermetic Tarot, it says Lord of Valor on the bottom, okay? So this is really saying, like, your defensiveness, alchemize that into power and find your happiness. Because as soon as you do, that self-love, that self-empowerment, it looks attractive to the outside world. It really does. And that is exactly how... I just learned this lesson this year, in the spring, and when this channel suddenly took off. Is because energetically I was ready to move forward with my life in a big way. I had a long-standing stronghold on me that was, frankly, it was heartbreaking. It was an attachment that just tore my heart out and crushed it almost every day, and I finally released it. And as soon as I released it, Spirit was right there, and my life changed in a flash. And I met so many wonderful people through this camera and through the YouTube comments. Met a lot of new friends, and ultimately met my girlfriend. And I'm in a completely different space, and it happened so quickly, and it had so much to do with this, to understand and accept myself and love myself for who I am. And Cancer, that's what I have for you. No pressure. It's a big message. This is something huge is coming. I think the main thing here is just be persistent. Be persistent with your self-love, your self-care, and your manifestation that you're truly desiring. We did have the Two of Wands twice come up here. This is about knowing what you want. And so once you've figured out what you want, dear Cancers, don't settle. Don't settle. Don't settle. Don't settle. Don't settle. Okay, Cancers, thank you so much for tuning in. If this resonated and you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing. Blah, 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 blah. Leave a like, leave a comment, please. It helps me to keep going. It encourages me to keep going. And that is it. Cancers, until next time, take care. Best of luck with this energy, and have a beautiful, beautiful week of loving yourself. And that Emperor type is right around the corner, I promise. Okay, see you later.